So they're gonna be playing on 4 cards, and they have to deal with 2 negates plus a Colossus, which they're not going to do. And you still have 3 cards in hand. Like if you have more extenders and stuff, you can make a second Colossus. There's a lot of stuff that you can do with this deck that. Yo, what's up guys? It's Abdullah here from Other Gaming. I'm just coming at you guys with a 2.5 card Thunder Dragon Gaurdragon combo. This combo works really well with the Thunder Dragon deck, but you can also use it in other decks as well that can abuse like the Gaurdragon engine and the Danger engine as well to be able to put out like 4 or 5 negates and just rip 2 cards out of your opponent's hand even without Gaurdragon. We'll get right into it, guys. So the cards that you need to open are Wiverbuster and the Batteryman Solar. And you need one more dark monster in your hand. It can be any dark monster. It doesn't have to be like Venom Skyblaster, but it could be any dark monster, and that'll end on the one other card ripped out of their hand. Now, if you have, there's variations of the combo where if you draw like more Thunder Dragons to special summon, you can do other plays as well, and you can end with double Colossus. But the purpose of this board is that we'll make 2 negates, rip 2 cards out of our opponent's hand, and end with a Colossus that's buffed by a Saryuja as well. So our opponent's dead. So we'll get right into the combo, guys. The first thing you want to do, so you have your 5 cards, the first thing you do is a normal summon the Batteryman Solar. The zone for the Solar is not too important because it just can't be over here because we're going to need the Thunder Dragons over there. So you use the Solar effect to mill Thunder Dragon Roar from your deck to the grave. After that, you're going to activate, you're going to summon the Wiverbuster by banishing the Roar to summon the Wiverbuster. This card can be anywhere as long as it points to one of the corners. You need to point to something that Summon Sork can point to just to be able, you want to be able to summon the Eclipse Wyvern from deck. After that, the effect of Roar will trigger that it was banished to special summon a Thunder Dragon from your deck. The monster you'll summon is Thunder Dragon Dark. Now, because a Thunder monster is summoned to the board while you have Batteryman Solar, Solar's effect will trigger, summoning a token to your side of the field. We're going to link away the Solar and the token for our boy, the best dinosaur monster in the game, Reaper-Docus.
The only dinosaur monster.
The only dinosaur as far as I'm concerned. Reaper-Docus effect. Reaper-Docus will target Thunder Dragon Dark, and it'll make Thunder Dragon Dark into another dinosaur. So now Thunder Dragon Dark is the second best dinosaur in the game. We'll link these 2 away into the Summon Sorceress. Now, Dark will trigger because it went to the graveyard, and we're going to search out Thunder Dragon Hawk. Hawk is super important. This is how we're going to make our Colossus.
Sick.
Use the effect of Summon Sork to target the Wiverbuster to summon Eclipse Wyvern from our deck. After that, we'll link away the White Dragon Wiverbuster for Gaurdragon LP.
So at this point, you're locked into only dragons.
Yeah, you can only special summon dragons here, but that's fine because we're only going to be summoning dragons for the rest of this play. At this point, our Summon Sorceress is resolved, so our opponent's not going to Ghost Ogre at that point. So we know that we're basically safe from hand traps, and we still have 4 cards in hand. We have Dangers. We have a lot of ways to play through that.
Yeah.
Anyways, so Wiverbuster will trigger, searching out the Black Dragon Collapse Serpent from our deck. Where's that guy? To the top of our deck. We'll search Collapse Serpent. Collapse Serpent's super important. Now we're going to link away the Eclipse Wyvern and the Summon Sorceress into a 4, into probably the best 4 in the game.
Firewall Dragon.
So you just Skull Dread. So we'll summon the Skull Dread. Eclipse Wyvern will trigger because it was sent to the graveyard, and we'll banish Chaos Dragon Levianeer from our deck.
So what does Eclipse Wyvern do in the graveyard?
When Eclipse Wyvern is sent to the graveyard, he banishes a level 7 or 8 dragon from your deck. Level 7 or higher dragon from your deck. And then when Eclipse Wyvern is banished from the graveyard, he'll summon that dragon that you've banished. So the whole point of that is basically search our deck for Levianeer.
Oh, he doesn't summon, he adds it back to hand.
Yeah, he has back to hand. Then we're going to summon Levianeer with a card out of their hand.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah. We'll use the effect now of Gaurdragon LP to special summon from our deck 1 dragon monster.
Sick.
And we're going to summon our boy Diablos, Lord of the Lair. Now, Diablos is insane because he can't be targeted by card effects, but he also randomly can't be tributed. His other effect is that you contribute a dark monster you control, and you can rip a card out of your opponent's hand, make it put it on top or the bottom of the deck. The secondary effect that Diablos has is that when he's in the graveyard or in your hand, if a dark monster is tributed, you can summon him back. We'll use his ability to recur himself, not only to rip a card out of the hand, but also to put a body on board to make a negate. Now we're going to banish the Eclipse Wyvern to special summon the Black Dragon Collapse Serpent.
And does this zone matter at all or no?
This zone doesn't matter because we're gonna end up making the second Saryuja with him.
Okay.
This zone matters because we're gonna need to link away, and only the zones that LP and Agripane point to are the ones that are relevant. Okay. Now because Eclipse Wyvern was banished, we'll add Chaos Dragon Levianeer back to our hand. Now we're gonna link away Diablos and the Saryuja into the next Gaurdragon that we play, Gaurdragon Agripane. Now Agripane's effect is that you're locked in to summoning dragon monsters, which is still fine. But Agripane will let us summon a dragon monster from our extra deck. So you can summon Hot Red Dragon Archfiend Abyss, you can summon Hope Harbinger, you can summon Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, equip Megamorph, kill your opponent.
Trying to go for game.
If you want to go for game. But for now, what we're going to summon is Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon. It has to be to the zone that the 2 Link monsters point to. Okay. So that's why it's important that it's over here. Now what we'll do is we'll link the LP, the Agripane, and the Clap Serpent into our second Saryuja.
Sick.
So we're not going to get the Saryuja draw here. We still get the buff, but the most important thing is we get Saryuja's ability special summon. The Clap Serpent will trigger.
So theoretically speaking, if you had another extender, you could have gotten the Saryuja draw?
Yeah, you would get the Saryuja draw off.
Okay.
It's not always the most relevant, but like you would get more cards in hand, more pluses again. You'd be able to combo, do more plays.
Yeah.
So we're going to search out the Wiver Buster because the Clap Serpent was set to the graveyard. Now at this point, we're going to activate the effect of Thunder Dragon Hawk from our hand, specialing out the banished Thunder Dragon Roar. So we pitch the Hawk to special out the Roar. Now we're going to tribute the Roar to special summon our Thunder Dragon Colossus. Now because the Dark Monster was tributed, we're able to special summon Darkest Diablos from our graveyard.
Holy.
So at this point, we haven't used Diablos' effect to rip a card out of the hand, which we'll get to soon. Now we're going to special summon Chaos Dragon Levineer by banishing 3 Dark Monsters from our graveyard. I usually banish LP, Agripane, and Summon Sorceress.
Just that you can never recur those cards.
You can recur those cards, and against Striker, sometimes it comes up where they like Shark Cannon one of them, like the Summon Sork, and they make a monster, and like from your graveyard, so they make a link 4, they ladder into it very easily. So
you don't want to get Boral Sword.
No, we don't want to get Boral Sword. Well, Boral Sword is more like if they play Bomber Dragon or they play something like that. Even like in Ningirsu, we just don't want to give them link monsters.
Facts.
So Levineer effect will trigger because we banish 3 darks. So it'll randomly shuffle a card from our opponent's hand into their deck. So that's
So
one card
they
down.
don't choose that card.
They don't choose, it's random.
Okay.
Now, the next play we'll make is we'll use the effect of Skuldred, Saryuja, because we linked it with 3 monsters that had different names.
Yeah.
Special out the dark monster in our hand. In this case, it's Phantom Skyblaster. We'll use Diablos' effect to tribute out the Phantom Skyblaster to take another card out of our opponent's hand. This effect is they take a card from their hand, put it on top or bottom of their deck. So this, they get a pick, but it doesn't matter because they're drawing a card. This is like Adagarasu, skip your draw phrase, bro. You're drawing the same card.
So they lose 2.
They lose 2, so they're gonna be playing on 4 cards, and they have to deal with 2 negates plus a Colossus, which they're not going to do. And you still have 3 cards in hand. Like if you have more extenders and stuff, you can make a second Colossus. There's a lot of stuff that you can do with this deck, and there are a lot of combos that like this is the kind of deck where you look at your 5 and you see, okay, I'm gonna make 2 Colossuses, I'm gonna rip 2 cards out of your hand, and I'm gonna set up 2 more negates. Your opponent's not playing through that. It's really also a deck where you get to like resolve your Saryuja twice to draw 4. So there's a lot of insane stuff that happens in the deck. You really have to play it. Now we're gonna overlay our Darkest Diablos and our Chaos Dragon Levineer to summon number 22, Zombie Stein. Now, Zombie Stein effect is, during either player's turn, you can send a card from your hand to the graveyard, attach material, turn them into defense position, and negate a face-up card in the field.
So he has to go to defense position.
He has to go to defense position, which, like, under circumstances that you can't turn him to defense position, it won't resolve, but it doesn't matter.
Because he's a 48 beater.
4,500, but yeah, with Saryuja, he's 4,800.
So he attacks over below his ultimate.
He attack, he protect, he does it all.
Does it all.
So now we'll look at our end board, and we have on our board Skuldred, buffing up the Zombie Stein and the Colossus, as well as, and we have a Crystal Wing negate and a Zombie Stein negate. Now this could be Heart Dragon Archfiend Abyss, this could be anything. Abyss, I prefer to play Crystal Wing personally. We have the Zombie Stein for the evenly anyway, so it's fine. Our hand is 2 blank cards, these could be anything, and then we have a White Dragon Wyvern Burster in our hand for next turn. What's important for the Wyvern Burster for next turn is that we still have Roar Engrave, as well as the Dark, so we'll be able to trigger these guys next turn as well to ensure the OTK. So that's just a quick combo video, guys. We'll have more coming up for the channel, coming up with more combo videos for other decks. Just let us know what decks you guys want to see in the description box, or sorry, in the comment section below. Same thing in the comment section below, guys, and we'll be sure to get to it, guys. Thank you very much, guys, for checking us out, and thanks to everybody who participated in the 1,000 sub giveaway. We'll be doing another one at 2,000, so make sure you guys sub. Dolas signing out.
Appreciate it.